All right, so we all know Vitaly and his whole situation, what he's done in the Philippines was absolutely ridiculous, and he's facing years. He's facing a lot of charges. But so many of you even said, what about that cameraman, man? He's Filipino, and he's doing that to his own people. He is literally encouraging ridiculous behavior.
Damn, this is cardio today, chat. Ain't that some shit?
Hold on, just film it.
All right.
Boss, let me see.
Oh my God, so many laws have been broken today.
And doing so being Filipino, that's just crazy to me. And you guys noticed that the most. Well, it looks like he's on the run. Yes, you heard that right. He's afraid and he's on the run. Let's take a look at some footages here, for example, right? I want you guys to remember this picture. Take a look at it and let me know if it looks familiar, right? It's in Quezon, right? This is in the Philippines. Almost exactly like the picture. This house, especially right here. Now you can see the little house right there, for example, right? This little house right here, kind of looking like that. And wait a minute, Vision, why does this matter? Well, a lot of people found where he was going, and they really did. I mean, they were looking for him. And keep in mind, with all this that's been going around with Vitaly getting charged and all the people saying, wait a minute, cool. Vitaly is not just getting deported, he's getting charged and being dealt with in a Philippines prison. By the way, is a bad place to be. A lot of you guys even told me that. But for real, we looked at it in my recent video as well on him. We looked at the prison and oh my goodness, it looks like something you don't really want to be in. Okay? But with all that being said, you guys then turned your head and said, wait, let's go back to that cameraman. What is he doing? Walking around all free. He was taking part of that. He really was. When you're filming and you're doing all that and letting it happen without calling any authorities or doing nothing, that is called being an accomplice. That is called being part of the crime. Literally being part of the crime. He's watching it happen and he's instigating it. You know, he's just laughing and doing everything, right? But that's not the point. The point is he knows that people won't just accept him just being able to run away and do whatever. So they're finding where he is. Him being afraid equals him run away. Watch. Location compromised, need to move. Are you guys returning to the scene of the crimes, LOL, or still at an undisclosed location? You could see him right here, right? Acting like everything's fine, but really, as soon as that location was compromised, he leaves and goes to find another area. Now, we've experienced Vitaly, for example, pretend like everything is fine, do the smiles, do the little fake dance, do a little fake everything. That's usually how it goes. You know, you try to hide that fear by just trying to run, but as well as just laugh and dance and act like nothing's going on. A big person in that, of course, being Vitaly. You've seen him do it before, like when he knows that things are starting to get a little serious, he's trying to run away, and then he kind of still tries to play that character that he so does. And he tried to play it, but then things got real serious and that smile faded. In the courtroom, you could see it, that smile faded. He's embarrassed, scratching his neck. Wow. No more smiles, no more fake character, because now there is no time for fake character. There's time for serious consequences. That's what it is. Now, here's the funny part, right? This streamer here, I'm letting you guys know right now, right here, people in the Philippines are not going to take it. And I guarantee you guys will agree with me on that. You guys will not take it. If they won't do nothing, you guys will do something. And I'm not saying they'll go violent and anything. Of course not. I am not endorsing violence whatsoever. I just know for a fact that when people can't take it, people will not either A, serve him at restaurants or things like that, right? Small little things might happen because of what he did. He took part of somebody who completely mocked Filipinos, completely mocked their kindness, took advantage of it. He knew that, by the way, because if you're Filipino, you know how incredibly kind they are. And you know what they're saying, so you can't even play stupid like you don't know what they're saying in Tagalog. He knew, right? And this is us only playing devil's advocate, pretending that he didn't know what they were saying, right? Even if he didn't know what they were saying, at the end of the day, you knew what you were doing was bad. But let's play devil's advocate and say, oh, I don't speak Tagalog. I just didn't know, if they were actually mad. Brother, let's just play that for a second. You do realize you're still doing this to your people, right? Like, at the end of the day, you still do know that, right? It's still ridiculous. So I definitely feel like this ain't gonna go too well for him, and knowing that a lot of different people have seen this, heard about this, know all about this, and now are looking towards him as another person, another accomplice to that whole horrible situation, by the way, a whole mockery of the Philippines. They're looking at you, bro. And clearly he's afraid he's on the move. Location compromised, need a move. That's crazy, man. And just to remind you how he took part of this and how ridiculous he acted to be involved as an accomplice in Vitaly's acts, here's a few footages, for example, of him basically being there, watching him be stupid, laugh, smile, maybe even plug himself in, do whatever he can to be a part of it, to get any sort of traction from it. Is this not ridiculous, guys? This is really, really sad.
What's the charge here? Will they arrest me or the cops will just tell me to stop when we get arrested?
It might.
I'm a tourist. What are they gonna know? Okay, they arrest me. Is it like a bail here?
Like disturbing the peace.
Yeah, that's the whole title. Will I get out?
Yeah.
Will I get out of jail next day or no?
I don't know.
Oh,
I have no idea, bro.
shut up, man.
Pasensya na kuya.
But they don't give a.
Yeah, here.
It's my mom that's making it. I got it. That's it. I know where we're at.
You know where we're at. All right.
Yes, chill. That's it. It's my mom. It's my mom. I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay. Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal. Go get your vaccine.
Damn, this is cardio today, chat. Ain't
I buy this in the store. Watch. Come on. I stay in my room number.
Our room number, wait, sir. I will.
Bro, this is my fan. I bought it, okay? Bye. Bye. Come, Sky. There's a problem. You can talk to me later. I'm hot.
Shangri-La po, nasan?
Yes, boss. What? I stay here.
And him basically showing himself, being all part of it, basically being the accomplice, like I mentioned, he essentially really outed himself to everybody else. Because if, like I said, the authorities won't do something, a lot of people are going to set eyes on you for being a part of it, and people will not forget that. I feel like that's something in the Philippines that you need to understand, is that people just won't forget. They know what you did and what you were a part of, and that's kind of something that you will regret, you know, and it's really sad to see this happen, especially doing it to your own kind. I mean, that's just horrible, man. So just make sure that if you do see him, of course, don't do anything over the top. Just know that you can report him. You can let everybody know that that's the guy who was there with Vitaly and what he did and taking a part of it, being an accomplice to all of that. He knows what he did. We know what he did. And he can't just up and forget that and try to run basically what he's doing, being on the run, being afraid, trying to play it off like he isn't. Of course, he knows good and well that people will see him. People will remember. Not only that, the cops will find him. The cops will get to him. And at the end of the day, he's going to face something for what he did. Guaranteed he will. And I know this for a fact because when you see people in your chat constantly reminding you of what you did and what you were a part of, saying, hey, you on the run, man? What's going on? They know. People didn't just up and forget what Vitaly did and what you took part of with Vitaly. At the end of the day, man, we know that the authorities are after him. So please just know, if you see him, report him in the Philippines. And that's all. That's the news on that cameraman trying to run. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Till next time. Peace.